Hello and welcome to Break. Uh, I'm starting to do like a little series thing. I'm starting to do like little live streams of Rec Room where I go and park all by myself and just talk to people who randomly join the live streams. Might be none sometimes, might be one, might be two. You never know. Uh, so I'm just gonna wait here until someone joins my stream, and I'm gonna see if you can ask me several questions. Not personal questions though, just questions you think about. The questions you think stuff that I do. You can ask me my age and stuff like that. Just stuff like that. Just not personal stuff like my school or my birthday. Not like that. Just normal questions. Um, They could be in my thing dead. I don't know where it went, Dad.
What?
I really do not know where they went. Just waiting. Dad's looking for school trousers. I think. I don't know. Yeah, I think he is. Because I'm going to school tomorrow, and yeah, so. That's why I decided to do this stream, because might as well do it every time I have time. You know, if I have nothing to do, might as well just do it. I got it. Yeah, I think I just do it here, to be honest. Hope someone joins soon. Okay. See, you can't go over there, which I don't know why he made it, but still, if you did go over there, then yeah. I know you will never give up and die. Father, why have you forsaken me? The love feels gone. Father, how long is it? I know the things you're dreaming. can you not actually go on the stage? Oh no, that's just sad. Why would you make a stage and not allow people to go on it? That makes zero sense. See, look, there's an invisible wall here. It's like, what if people want to dance for the audience? Tell me that. Yeah, you can't. You can't. So it looks like the school, the school and the and that thing over there. I don't even consider it to be a park of sorts. I think it's like a academy park. You know, they would make something for the kids to walk around in. There's like a campfire. I could go there. You know, chill there with the boys. Well, there's no boys here, but still, you could just chill. You know, because going on a random... look, if I had, you know, some friends that actually respected my, you know, if I had, like, friends like Smithy, who were, like, really funny all the time, you know, instead of just my family bursting in every 5 seconds looking for something. And then every single time I try and talk to people, guess what happens? Yeah, my sister comes in and just ruins it. Have to deal with that all the time. I got one. Let's go, boys. Alright. I want marshmallow. Anyway, let's go into the ocean. Take a dive. For the lake. Fuck me, it's kind of freezing over here, isn't it? I like how the most snow is where the fire is. That's super funny. Let's see what's under here. Whoa. Okay. I like how I'm walking on water. I like how water in this game is a solid object. Anyway, let me just get my marshmallow. Okay, I think I have to just... Yeah, I think I have to go to the... Right. Oh no. Oh no, I accidentally threw him. No. You fucking piece of shit. Wow, wow. Okie dokie, let's just enjoy some. No. Okay. My life. Okay. Yay! Oh. Yay! Yay! Ah, no, I'm burning! Ah! Ah, someone help me! Ah! Yeah. Oh shit. you know, I feel like, to be honest, I feel like I'm not really that popular, which is fine, you know. To be honest, I make live streams more and more, and I just feel like, you know, people used to watch my 15-minute videos, and I was like, oh, I should make them more often, but I just can't get away from the live streams anymore. Because I feel like the more I do live streams, the more, you know, time I have to play games and stuff like that. And every time I do live streams, then people can actually talk to me. You know. But in a thingy, people can only comment. But the thing is about PlayStation, you can't see the people's comments, and I'm like, oh, I can't fix myself. I can't like fix what problems are with my stuff. It's like, you know, I'm just a beginner on YouTube. It's like there's several people who've been doing this for years, and it's like some people, you know, die and some people live, and it's like, and I don't think I'm one of the living ones, to be honest. See, people come to games I usually play, but and mostly I just look at other people's streams and see like 38.6k people watching, and I'm like, oh, well then. And it's like, you know, I don't really seem impressed with my stuff, to be honest. I don't really seem impressed. It's like, you know, mostly I have to deal with people. Like, I have several friends on here, and mostly it's just because I'm nice. And it's like, I don't... See, I have my name Jeffrey. See, I have my sister here. I have my sister. She still haven't accepted my friend request still. See, several things. It's, I can't really... You know, I can't really do stuff, to be honest, that I like. Because... Oh, Jesus. And it's stuff I really do not like to talk about. Because, to be honest, I like to see the positive in every situation. And every situation I'm trying to look positive on only has negatives. And it's only, like school at the moment. It's like, well. Because there's people who just be mean to me for no fucking reason. Like, there's this one time where I was just walking to music and this fucking girl came out of nowhere. She was probably in year 10, year 11. Fucking just said, what? You know, just like... I wouldn't say that's mean. I would just say that's, you know... And it's like, I wasn't even looking at her. I was just doing my own thing. And then she was... You know those what's, like, what you're looking at? You know what I mean? Like one of those aggressive what's. And it's like, and I felt, it's every time someone says that, I don't feel physically threatened or mentally threatened. I just feel, I don't feel threatened. I just feel like I should burst out laughing because of how stupid that what sounded. But in the end, if I do, then they'll try and, you know, fucking, even this boy stepped up. He was like taller than her and went, bro, he's only in year 9. Just leave him alone. And he's like, okay then. And I ran past him again because I forgot my bag. You know, I forgot my bag that had everything in it. I didn't want to run past them. Well, I did. I ran past them. They didn't really say nothing. They were still there when I got there, but you know, I got my bag once again. Ran past them again. This girl gave me a mean glare, just didn't say anything, and then I went to the music. Fucking, there's this another girl. For some reason, it's always girls with me, and I don't know why. It's not even. My friend said, "Fucking, oh, that means they like you," and I'm like, no, no, they don't like me. They're just doing it for, you know, no reason at all. Me and this girl had a rivalry for a long time. Fucking, I don't know why, but we did. At first, I kind of, you know, gave her money and stuff, just, out of pure kindness. And then in year 9 and year 8, it just started to develop into like, into a problem which I couldn't solve, and I don't know why. She came up to me and said, "Can you stop telling me what to do?" And I'm like, "Okay then, sure." And it's the thing she does, right? The thing she does. Some people don't really like seeing other people getting shouted at and stuff like that, and I'm one of those people, right? And one of my friends were getting shouted at by the girl. I'm not exposing her name. And she would, and then when she was like blabbing on about, I thought I told you to stop. I was like, I looked at someone randomly and just went, one of those where those voice box things where everyone keeps talking like all the time, like one of those things where you're motioning that someone talks too much. Signs, the hand signs, the puppet signs that you make when you have a sock. Right, I started doing that because mostly I just I like to uh I like to not care of what they're saying, because that makes them, when I do not care, that makes them feel like, you know they're doing this for no reason because they're not gonna get to me. Uh, yeah, that's what I usually do. It's pretty funny, to be honest with you. uh, oh Jesus, and yeah, I used to destroy tables when I was 7. Oh no, when I was in year 7. I didn't know why I did it. It's because I have anger issues. It's like, I have a short temper. Everyone else has like you know what I mean? Everyone has like a normal limit. I have like a short limit. People just do shit on random, just make me get pissed off, and it's just, it's random, you know. I don't even know if this stream will even go on the Rec Room thing, to be honest. Hello, son. Life has been tough for me. I know people have been had it worse than me, of course. Uh, well, my dad directly admitted that his life was shit, and the only thing that's keeping him together was us. So, I'm okay with that. Dad has to speak at some point. And from me, of all people, I there's this guy. I wouldn't say I'm like a therapist or something like that. There was this guy. I was playing Among Us on my mobile like any other day when I had my mobile. Uh, and this guy said, "Oh, can you put this on private?" Because I was the only one in there, and I thought he was one of those people who would like, you know, talk dirty to me. Doesn't care what side you're on. And no, he didn't do that. He told me to put it on private, and I said, "Oh, alright." And I put it on private, and I'm like, "Alright." And he started talking about, oh, his friends are all fake and stuff like that. And I tried to be as sympathetic as I could, because, you can't really be sympathetic when all you're seeing is just a chat box. So if me and that person was, talking in real life, and he said, "I think all my friends are fake," if I was just a random stranger, I was just playing Among Us, and I was on Discord with him, just another, just my friends. He joined, and I was like, and he was like one of his friends, and I was just out of the blue. He asked me to join a private Discord, and I'm like, okay, sure. And then he comes out and he says, I think all my friends are fake. I think the person who just invited me is fake. I think everyone who ever actually took care of me is fake. I think everyone who was actually nice to me was, doing it to get something out of me. And I was like, and I couldn't really do anything in that situation. I said to him, uh, I said to him, right, I don't even know what I said to him. I said to him like, um, I said to him like, well, you'll come across that. I was trying so hard to not be like, as bold as humanly possible, as bold. Because if I'm bold in the situation, then there's more chance of them thinking I'm trying to be like, oh, sorry to hear that. When the people like are trying to express the situation, then they just say, oh, sorry to hear that, you know. And I was trying to make him feel like, you know, he can talk to me in any situation. I said to him, well, you'll come across that sometimes. You'll come across fake friends. You'll come across real friends. You'll come across people who just want something out of you. Oh, and trust me, I know. There's some people who just come across my dad just to hide something. Uh, they pay him for it. He's like, okay, sure. Every time I ask him, why do you hide this stuff, man? And he's like, because I'm friends with it. And I'm like, that's not a valid reason. Just because he's friends and you can't just hide stuff from him. And it's like, you can't just hide stuff for him. It's obvious that it's illegal. And it's like, I'm not joking to you. I had this weapon, right? It was an airsoft exterminator gun. Okay, it's what exterminators used. Uh, One of these people came to my house one day. I didn't know their name. My dad said he was one of his friends, and I was like, okay, sure. It was one of his friends, so I can trust him. Okay? He was looking at my shit because he thought it was cool, okay? He looked at my pistol, he looked at everything. Thought it was cool, and then next day, he came at round 2 or 3, I don't know. I was there. Decided to look at my shit again. And I didn't know what the problem was. And it's like... he took it. The only thing I could realise from that situation, he was going to hurt someone. Those two people that came into my house, who were Dad's friends, was going to hurt someone. And my dad let them take my pistol, the thing that I actually like. Right. The only thing, because every time someone comes into this house now and says, oh, can I take one of your shit to hurt someone, I'm like, no, you can't. And it's like, I'm not joking to you, I will shout. As soon as I find out that they're doing something to harm someone, I'm not, even if they've done something bad to them, it's like, that's their issue. You buy yourself another airsoft gun. I'm not letting you use my shit. Like, the police could be after that weapon now and could be seeing my fingerprints on it as well as his, and then I could get in trouble, and then the police could say, "Oh, did you lend it to him?" And I'm like, "No, I never lended it to him." And it's like, he came to my house one day. My dad said, "Oh, these are my friends," and I'm like, "Okay, sure." He was checking them out, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." He's checking them out because he thinks it's cool, okay? Like any other person would. when they have a replica version of an assault rifle and a pistol. Okay, and then the next day, right, he came back again with another friend. I think another person came in as well. And then they were checking it out, and then, you know, uh, they were kind of being suspicious. I kind of caught on. And I was like, Dad, what were they doing with my guns? And I was like, oh, they were going to hurt someone to help, to protect you. It's like, why? It's like, why? I kind of spoke up on this because I never really speak up of what my dad does, right? I never really speak up. Like, it's, I spoke up on it, and it's like, why though? As soon as we moved back to Bentley, everything just turned to shit. It's like, we should have just stayed and beached out. And it's like, oh, look at me, I'm the person who's always cautious all the time. And my dad said, no one's gonna ever catch us. And I'm like, yeah, but somebody will eventually. And it's, I can't. Like, I've got to order something soon, and it's, oh god. And it's just, I can't keep living like I'm a fucking, to be honest, I can't keep living like a fucking person who's just, like, as soon as we moved to Beachdale, I felt nice. Like, everything was nice, everything was fine. And, fucking, see, I just need to vent, because sorry about that. I just need to vent because fucking, how many times I have to, like, as soon as we were in Beachdale, we spent 2020 quarantine in Beachdale. I actually had a normal back garden, had a trampoline in there. It wasn't big, I had like a little hideout that I could hide in. You know, I had stuff that I could do in there, and I was like, damn. Like, every time it's like, oh, wow. And then as soon as I come here, like, the back garden, it's fucking rubbish. It's no grass, just dirt, you know, dirt, rubbish, and fucking stone everywhere. And it's like, why? Who would live like this? Like, nobody took care of the fucking garden at all. There was no grass, no nothing. And then, as soon as I come in, there's like trash at the front, and I'm like, what the fuck? I come to the fucking bathroom. The toilets are fucked. Like, water would go through the pipe, and like water would leak out of it. Look, it's disgusting of how someone would live like that. It wasn't even us either. And then after a few days, when we settled in, right, it took a few fucking months for us to clean it. Like, it took us, like, at first we cleaned the back garden after like a few months, and I felt good. But in a matter of days, the grass just grew back instantly, and I was like, damn. And oh my god, man, it's, and oh, and then every time when Dad can't cook, he always says, "Oh, Molly can cook something." Then in the end, I'll end up starving because fucking Molly never cooks. Molly never cooks. She cooks for herself and puts like one slice on my plate or two, and then leaves it, and that's it. She's just like, no, not half the pizza. No, 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 no. 2 slices of pizzas. And it's like, oh, okay then, sure. Hold on, just let me do something. sorry, if I can't, oh, Jesus Christ, every time I would, someone's definitely got a message back to that response, isn't it? I just told them to shut up because of how many times of doing that dingling thing. And every time I would try and, you know, speak up about something that I didn't like, he would say, I'll fix it, and he's like, he never fixes it. Like, I'm going to Wales this summer, I think, hopefully, and it's like, it's like, huh, well, you look at that, and my dad still hasn't fixed my phone. I think, it's been a few months since I had it. I think it's been, Jesus Christ, fucking, like, it's been months since I had that phone. I had a phone, I used to bring it to school. One time I even played Plague Inc. on it in school. One of the teachers said, are you kidding me? Right, she said, can you put that phone away? And I'm like, alright then. I look at it, I turn it off, and she says, are you kidding me? Because she thought I was still playing it, you know, not listening to her instructions. And then I just put it away, and she's like, she would just walks away, and I'm like, oh, alright then. And then I start playing it again. Nobody gives a shit. Like, nobody gives a shit. No student gives a shit when you have it. Only the teachers care. And some of them, right, guess what happens? Some of the teachers, right, they just say, oh, you shouldn't have that out. And it's like, there's no punishment. It's like, oh, you shouldn't have that out. And I'm like, oh, sorry. And it's like, boom. It's like, I have to act stupid to get them off my back. And it's like, oh, sorry. And then just, you know. It's like, and it's like, and it's like, if I just, fuck yeah, I'm cold. And if I just, you know, and it's like, I don't know why, I think it's just Bentley, but it's like, I don't know why, but you have to pay for your electric and the gas. In Beechdale, we never have to. I don't know why. But every time we did have to pay the gas or like electricity or internet turned off, I was like, oh, I'll just play outside then with my guns, and I'm like, right then. And so the only thing I had left was an M4. You know, and guess what happens? The Beechdale police comes in, thinks my guns look really fucking cool. Alright, and says, oh, it's like, and then, you know, I just get off with a warning. It's like, oh, you should have your thingy, and it's like, yeah. But no, not in this town. No. As soon as I like, you know, bring it out, show my friends and stuff about it, and I was about to bring it back inside, and then someone who called the police, not on me, just on someone else, probably on some fucking problem, sees me and thinks that problem, right, instantly is like, oh, nah, this kid with an airsoft gun is more important than a fucking, probably a hostage situation or some shit, right? And I'm like, and it's like, I was about to, everyone runs away, and I'm like, nah, I have to face them, because if I run away, then there's more chance of me being in trouble, you know what I mean? And they are definitely faster than me. And it's like, fucking, oh, alright then. And it's like, oh. It's like, I run around with it. I show my friends. It's like, oh, that's cool. And then police come in. They're like, oh, can I just take that for a second? I knock on my door. This is like really embarrassing. This wasn't even for me either. I knock on my door, right, and my dad opens it. Okay, my dad opens it. He just woke in his eyes. He just opened his eyes because, you know, just opened his eyes. Just opens his eyes. Didn't even take his medicine to calm him down yet. Fucking, I knock on the door. He opens the door. He sees a canine unit and two police officers. The police officers there were total fucking dicks, by the way. Like, they did not take kindly to a man who looked like fucking, he'd just woken up. People who just woken up can take, situations too far, you know what I mean? So you need to be kindly to them sometimes. They're like drunk people. He says, come inside, and I'm like, oh, okay then. And I was overhearing the situation. I was just sitting downstairs on the couch, and I was like, oh, okay then. Let's overhear. And my dad, my dad actually said, the police officer actually said that I could go to prison for this. I could go to prison, or I could go to court for this. Court for just an airsoft gun. And I'm like, why do you have airsoft guns? No, here's the thing. Why do people have airsoft guns? Why couldn't you just ban them altogether in England? Because, like, there's no point of me having an airsoft gun if you're just going to take it away from me just because I don't have a fucking license to own that airsoft gun. You know what I mean? And it's like, and they took it off me. They seized it. Yeah, they just took it off me. It's been about, when did that happen? It was like after I think it was in summer. So about the summer of 2020, and it's January now, so that means September, October, November, December. So it's been 5 months. 5 months since my gun has been taken away from me. Haven't heard anything from them at all. Haven't heard anything from them. Haven't heard anything at them. My nan had the police over. I don't know why. And my dad went over because of the situation. And one of the police officers were there from the incident. And he said, do you know who I am? And he's like, no. The police officer, and he said to him, I see everyone every day. I don't know who you are. And he's like, oh, I'm the person who you took the little boy's gun off him. And he's like, oh yeah, I remember you now. And he's like, and the person, I am not joking to you, the person who was with him said, oh, my son has airsoft guns. It's not legal at all. It's not illegal to own them. And he's like, he was nice. That person was nice. I wish he was there. Give us another warning. But no, we had to have those little cunts. And, yeah. It's just, it's unbelievable of how much the police can take advantage of you. Because you can't do anything to them or you'll get to jail. You'll lose your freedom. You'll lose your freedom just, just so you disobey a person with a uniform on. That's the law for you. It's just a person in a suit or a uniform. And if you disobey them, guess what fucking happens? Oh, it's technically like fucking school, the society is. That's school. Leave it. Never. School. And as soon as you leave it, you go to society. And what does society give you? Oh, it gives you more school. Like, the teachers are the law enforcement, right? And when you hurt yourself, guess what happens? The ambulance comes, so those are like teachers who like help you with injuries. And you actually cause an accident, guess what fucking happens? Oh, the fire brigade come. So technically, they help, but they don't do anything at all. It's unbelievable how many times I got shit taken away from me because of my own stupidity. So I thought, oh, let me just take my M4 into the mountain, you know. And I went back down the hill, you know. My friends stopped me on the way. I showed them my gun, showed them my equipment, and I'm like, oh, you can have a go. And he's like, oh, sure, sure. There was no BBs in it, no power. It was just like, you know, you can aim with it, you can reload it, you know, show you how to reload it or show you how to aim it, you know. Fucking, please show up. But they just take it away from me. Like, and, like, when, and I'm not joking to you, I took my dad said, oh, you can take the M4 to the, thingy, and I'm like, oh, and he said, as long as you hold it, no one will call the police, and I'm like, oh, right then. So I hold it, no one calls the police, and I'm like, well, looks like it's true. As soon as I hold it, and someone calls the police on a different occasion, as soon as a police officer sees me with it, it's like, boom, done. I'm a goner. If I actually did go to jail, I'd have a criminal record. I would. Like, I would go to jail. I wouldn't even get a job because of a fucking criminal record, just because I went to jail for my own stupidity. Do you know how annoying it is for people just to take stuff away from me several times? Like, my MP7 got took away from me. Well, I gave it away. My fucking pistol got took away from me. Like, I had so much shit, and the only thing I had left was my M4. And guess what happened to that? It got took away from me by the police. I had three things: MP7, you know, an SMG, a pistol, and guess what? An M4. I had the whole lot. I had an SMG, you know, I had everything, and then I gave it over to I gave it over to a child, you know, because he thought he was cool, an MP7, and I was like, oh, here you go, because I was moving, and I was like, might as well give something away so someone can remember me, you know, from, hope it's not fucking broke, because I bet you it's broke by now. So I never wanted to move, and yet I did. It's like Dad had the opportunity not to move, and yet he did. It's like we should have took those warnings as a sign, because 3 people, I think 4 people wanted the house, and all of them left it because of how bad it looked. Because how bad it looked. And my Dad was like, oh, okay then. No, I'm just gonna end this live stream here. You know, because it seems like no one's going to join. If anyone sees this, just remember this is just venting. You know, this actually happened in the past. I'm all better now, so okay. I'll see you guys later.